Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, it is your lesson number 12.6, that is regarding your journal from the series of your books of prime entry lessons. So this lesson is particularly designed for O and O levels and AS levels, also can take benefit from this. It's very simple and just what I need your concentration, okay? And let's see your lesson. That is this lesson, as I have told you, that is regarding your journal, and let's see the format of journal. So here is your journal. In the first column, well, in journal you can see the format of journal. First column is for date, other one is for description, then ledger folio, that is ledger folio. Journal is basically a primary book of entry in which bookkeeper records the initial transaction of the business, and it is not a part of double entry system. And initially he writes the transaction here, and in which he mentioned that I will debit this account and credit that account, okay? And that is just for his own memorization. It is not a part of double entry system. So first column is for date, other one is for description, then ledger folio. Last two columns, first one is for debit amount and other one is for credit amount. So the monetary value will be written in the column debit and credit. So first column, as I have told you, that the date of transaction is written over here, like 31st December, and then the account to be debited is written on the first line, and you should write it on the first line. So here is the name of that account, that is depreciation account. And in the ledger folio, I have told you that is his roll number in the accounting system as the roll number of the student in the school. So in the same way, we have given roll numbers to all our accounts that are in our accounting system. So the roll number of depreciation account, depreciation expenses, GL, basically these are journal ledger 3017. So whenever they call the system call GL 3017, means they are calling depreciation expense. So the amount of depreciation, the amount $400 here is to be debited in the depreciation account. So according to this record of journal, it shows that in the depreciation ledger we will debit amount 400. In the same way, as you know that debit is always equals to credit. Let's see the credit entry over here, that is account to be credited here, that is provision for depreciation, and the amount in front of provision for depreciation is written 400. So in this journal we can see that accounting entry for recording the depreciation expense for the year is written in front of us, that is depreciation expense will be debited by 400 and provision for depreciation will be credited by 400. At the end you can see that the detail of the transaction is written, that is just the description section in which you just describe what is happening above. So in this case, to record the depreciation expense for the year, so it's not a big deal, you can write in any way, and that is your journal. So let's see the posting of your journal into your ledgers. As you know that journal is not part of double entry, but the ledgers are part of double entry system. And in this slide we will see that how the journal entries are posted to your ledgers. So here is your transaction at 31st December, expenses, charges for the year, is $400. So that is the same journal entry which we have already seen, and now we are going to discuss the posting of the bottom. You can see that nominal ledgers are there. There are two ledgers. One is your depreciation expense ledger, and other one is your provision for depreciation ledger. In our journal, the name of the account which we will debit is written at the first place. So we will call a depreciation expense ledger first, and the amount which we debit is 400, and it should be written on the debit side of your ledger. Now the first aspect, that is debit effect of your transaction, is posted, and in the same way the provision for depreciation is the second account which we have called in the journal, and the amount, that is 400, is credited on the credit side. So our debit is equals to credit fact. Okay, so debit 400 here in the depreciation, and corresponding credit 400 on the credit side. So in this way you can post every entry in from your journal to your respective ledgers. So if you have any question, you can contact me, and thank you very much, and see you with the next lesson, that is regarding your cash book and particularly your bank column. And in the next lesson we will discuss the terms which are used in the bank. Okay, till then boys, thank you very much, and take care.